Alright, and go live. There we go. Alright, we should be live right now, and it looks like the audio is working, and it looks like we've got some folks hanging out. Who we got? We got hello to Big Gay Dave, and Clever Mellow, and oh, that's me. Hello myself, hello Thane, and Comic Tropes. Nice to see Comic Tropes here. Hello Evan, and Matt, and Doug Dello. And hello Cyclonus and codename New2Vero2. Hello everyone. How's the weather here? It's incredibly hot. It's very hot and humid. Yes, the man, the myth, the lawyer. At least one of those things is true. Hello Chris and Jan and Draws. Nice to see everybody. As we get rolling here, I want to remind everybody. Well, actually, since codename New2Vero2 is here, he has his recap of the G.I. Joe Saturday Morning Adventures comic book tomorrow. That's going to show up tomorrow, so check out that. Hello, Turd Ferguson. Hello, Andrew. The guy's so nice they named him twice. There's Beta Ray Bob. Hello, and hello, Jeffrey. Hello, MCDJ ACDC, and JoeFan84, and Jump in General, and Sparkster. And hello, Draws again. I got back around to you. Hello, White Vegeta, and Gaz, and Matt. Nice to see everybody here. Nice to see everybody. About how many pieces of art do I have for the con? I think I have around 70. I think about 70 sketches. Hey, Toy Connections, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Hello, Jay Dioramas. Oh, thank you, Small Town Machine Shop, for the super chat. Do you plan on doing another long stream for the 4th of July? That was an awesome stream. I was thinking about that, actually. I will probably do that unless something interferes and I just can't. I'm definitely going to think about doing the super long 4th of July live stream. That was fun. I enjoyed that last year. So yeah, I think that would be fun. So yeah, I'm gonna try to do that. I'm gonna try to do that. Yeah, comic tropes. I haven't counted them, but I think that's about right. I've been trying to do a bit more. You know, I get in modes where I want to draw and I draw a lot, and then I get kind of in moods where I don't feel like drawing. So, but I've been trying to keep it going. Hello, Space Cobra. Nice to see you. Hello, Wayne. Hello, Ismail, and I think that's the... hello, Matt, again. Hello, Gray Fox. Hello, Pitt from the United States. Nice to see you. Hello, Will Arms. I mentioned codename New2Vero2. Also, today is Tuesday. That means there is a new video from Timmer on Half the Battle on your YouTube.com website. So this week his video is about even more names that Hasbro recycled between toy lines. So I think that was kind of a fun thing that he did before, so he's got more of them. Hello Garcia and Tony and Rick, and hello Count Stankus, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Yeah, so, I think I missed Lester. Hello, Lester. Nice to see you. Thanks for being here. I had a pretty good Father's Day. I got to spend Father's Day with both of my kids, and it was nice. It was really nice. Thanks for asking. I hope you... happy late Father's Day to everyone else out there. And for those of you who are not fathers, we'll just wait until the paternity tests come back. We'll see. We'll see about that. Hello, Woodman and the Killer Weezer. Thanks for being here. Hello, Rick. Yeah, we got some JoeFest to talk about. I want to make sure that we cover like the stuff that's coming up. So, I mean, you'll have your Peg Warmers live stream. You will have your What's on Joe Mind. Oh, thank you, Dave, for the super chat. Hello, everyone. Excited for JoeFest this weekend. Me too. Me too. Hello, Eric. How do you do? Yes, I'm pretty excited as well. I've done a lot to try to get ready, and I still don't feel like I am ready. But my plan is, as soon as this live stream is done, I'm going to finish packing and get everything ready to go. And we are going to leave very early in the morning, and we're going to start heading toward Augusta. So, thank you, JoeFan84. It says, I have a question for you. I have a spare 82-83 Storm Shadow bow. Okay. I saw in an older video of yours, yours was broken. This one isn't. Do you need one? That's very nice, Joe Fan. Actually, yes, the only bow that I have for the version 1 Storm Shadow is broken. So, yeah, I mean, if that's something that you might be interested in parting with, I can kind of like maybe talk to you about that later. But that is a piece that I haven't replaced yet. The bows can be a challenge to find intact. So yeah. Oh, thank you, Comic Tropes, for the super chat. Use this to buy a '90s figure. Yeah, I can do that. Thank you. Thank you, Christian Bricks, for the super chat. That's very nice. Greetings from Denmark, he says. Greetings, Denmark, from the United States. Great review of Spirit. You did him. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. The Spirit review went up on Sunday. I hope everyone liked it. I wanted to do a bit more than my first attempt. I was never satisfied with my first attempt, and I just felt that there was more to say about him. So hopefully I did a little better. I think one thing that was kind of a downside of doing it now is that I didn't realize before I got started, because I hadn't looked at it for a minute, but my Spirit action figure has discolored a little bit in the intervening, like 7 years or so. But that's inevitable. That's inevitable with that light colored plastic. I just didn't realize that it had discolored quite that much. But, hopefully it was good enough that everybody got the idea. Yeah, thank you, Draws. I don't want to, keep reviewing stuff that I've already done all the time, but there are some that are older videos that I just feel like I can do them better. So, every once in a while I do want to throw in a redo, because I feel like I can just do it better than when I was making videos years and years ago. Hello, James, aka Ratface. Nice to see you. How do you do? And Joe Fan says, I don't need it. I go mostly for modern stuff. This is a weapons bundle I bought. P.O. Box. Okay, that's cool. I would appreciate it. Thank you very much. That's very thoughtful. I appreciate that very much. I missed a super chat. I'm sorry. Somebody was sneaky. Thank you, Turd Ferguson. It says, over on Reddit at r/G.I. Joe, we will soon be hosting an AMA with Kelly Scovron, author of a new classified book series. We'd like to have HCC do one as well. Actually, I would like to. Yeah, I could do that, and I'm interested. I need to check that out. A new classified book series. Now that's intriguing. That is intriguing. I'm gonna do my best to check that out. I'll try to stay hip on that. But thank you for alerting me to that. That's really cool. So hello, Cobra Island. Nice to see you. Hello, TNT. Nice to see you there. And Woodman. I don't know if I said hello to Woodman, but hello, Woodman. Hello, Josiah. Yeah, the gang's all here. We've got a full house tonight. That's awesome. That is awesome. Hopefully I haven't forgotten anything. But I just wanted to make sure you guys, checked out your G.I. Joe fan creators and all the stuff that's happening on the YouTubes right now. Comic Trope says, will you have your own have any helpers at your booth this weekend? My daughter will be there and she will be helping. So yes, I have a slave. I mean a helper. I have an intern. Hey, Ivan, HCC788 for president. Thank you very much. If nominated, I would accept the nomination. I'm doing all right, Cobra Island. Nice to see you. There is so much happening right now. There is so much happening. We've got JoeFest starting this week. It starts on Friday. And we've got Cobra Convergence coming up almost immediately after JoeFest. So, hello, Sarah. Nice to see you. Yeah, I agree, Sarah. Comic Tropes rocks. Oh, thank you, Bradley. Thank you, Bradley Good, for the super chat. Says, hello, would you ever consider doing a new review of version 1 Hawk and the MMS? Absolutely. Yeah, a lot of those early videos, I was really still figuring out what my format was going to be. I was, figuring out, how to do editing, I needed a better camera at the time. So there are some of those, and I think version 1 Hawk and the MMS, that is one that I could redo. I can't remember if I even had the swivel arm version. I think I only had one of them. But I have both now. I have both the swivel arm and the straight arm. So I think I could do a better. I think I could do a better review on a lot of those, like the 82s. For example, I still don't think I have done my definitive Snake Eyes version 1 review. The Snake Eyes version 1 reviews that I've done, I just feel like I can do better. So eventually, at some point, I'm going to take another crack at Snake Eyes. So yeah, we'll be doing that. Derudius asks, will I be filming at JoeFest? I will be, as much as I can. It's going to be really busy, but I want to get some video at JoeFest. One thing that I like to do is to kind of document these fan events. Which I tried to do at the last JoeCon, and I tried to do that at the previous JoeFest that I was at. I feel like these fan events should be recorded for posterity. If you go back to some of the earlier JoeCons, like in the 90s, sometimes it's a little difficult to find material and information about them, and pictures and video footage. So. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you very much. Thanks, I appreciate it. Yeah. So yeah, I'll have the camera there. There is at least one interview that I would like to do. Maybe I don't want to spoil it, especially if I'm not able to get it. If I say that I'm. If I tease an interview and then I can't get it, then that'll be a bummer. But I have reached out to the person, and we'll just see. We will just see. Will I dress as Hooded Cobra Commander at JoeFest? I could. Thanks to Kevin from Peg Warmers, I have a Cobra Commander costume. But I tell you what, I don't think I'm going to, for one very specific reason, and that is the weather in Augusta is supposed to be incredibly hot, like blazing hot. And I think if I wore a costume over my clothes, I would die. So I don't think that I will, but I could. I might just bring the costume just in case I change my mind. Maybe we'll have a cool afternoon or something. I don't know. I'll think about it. Fair question. Doug says, one of these years I will be at JoeFest at the same time you are. Missed last time you were there, and I was there last year. Yeah, let's see, last time I was there was in 2019, and then the pandemic hit, and that got all crazy. And then, after that, there was stuff happening in my personal life that just made it impractical to take the trip out there. So I'm really jazzed about finally being able to make it out there again. I miss seeing people. Hello, Victor. Nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Oh, thanks, Comic Tropes. This is to get a parasol. Then you can escort Baroness around like a southern gent. That is exactly what Cobra Commander would do. I think Chris Latta interpreted Cobra Commander's voice entirely wrong. He should have interpreted Cobra Commander as a Southern gentleman. The character just screams Southern gentleman, doesn't it? Do Cobra Commander on holiday in shorts and Hawaiian shirt. That's yeah. I could just bring the hood. I could just bring that and like wear my regular clothes. I mean, Cobra Commander seems to wear either the hood or the face mask all the time, right? And Destro wears his mask most of the time. And it's gonna become really uncomfortable, like wearing a mask do they wear the mask when they're sleeping too? Do they wear the mask when they're showering? And if so, does Destro's mask rust? Does that happen? Yes, see, Tony's got it. CC should sound like Foghorn Leghorn. Hello, Exploriso. Nice to see you here. Late is better than never. Yeah, Rob. So, yeah, essentially, Cobra Commander is Colonel Sanders. Yeah, they're at an event like that, there may be many escorts dressed as the Baroness. Yeah, there should at least be a couple Baronesses there. I'll be disappointed if we don't get at least a couple Baronesses. There usually are a couple Baronesses. Let's see. Joe Fan says, I'm from Clayton County, Georgia. It gets crazy hot, and it didn't rain much. I remember not being able to water the grass and only being able to wash the car on certain days. Yeah. Well, it's actually about that hot here. It's like this week has been blazing hot. Blazing hot, very little cloud cover, no rain, no moisture at all, except the humidity. It's like absurdly humid. Yeah, of course they. Vitris says, of course they wear the mask all the time, even when diving underwater. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. You know, you got to take it off at some point. See, this is something you don't think about when you commit to being a world conquering villain whose identity is concealed all the time. Hello, Stonegate Creations. Hello, Bob's Dungeon. How do you do? Stonegate Creation says, do you know any Baroness cosplayers? Yes, both Joe Colton and Mary Mercenary pretty regularly do the Baroness. I don't know if they're going to do the Baroness this time, but they often do the Baroness. So yeah, definitely do. Hey, Photo Viper, nice to see you. Hello, Sean Beckett. And Joe Fan is in a town called Hamilton, Alabama. Make sure you put your address in the live chat so everybody can find you. That's a joke. Don't do that. Don't ever listen to if I tell you to do something. There's at least a percentage chance that I'm joking. So don't pause for a minute before you follow any directions that I give you. 100 degrees in California today, says the Photo Viper. It was about that here as well. It's summer. It's summer. So yeah, it's this is what everyone tunes in for. You know, people don't show up here to talk about your G.I. Joe. People show up here to talk about the weather. What like, the next show, it's just going to be all weather all the time. But when it's been as hot as it has been lately, it's hard to not talk about the weather. It's really hot. Did I mention that? It's quite warm. Paint my sedan to look like the General Lee. Already done. Comic Tropes. The car's all painted up. It's ready to go. Yeah, Bob. Don't post any addresses. It's like no doxing. That's bad for everyone. Bart says, I heard HCC was buying the first round at the hotel bar. First of all, hello Bart, nice to see you. Second of all, maybe. You know, I definitely want to catch up with everybody at the hotel bar. I haven't had any alcohol for like a year and a half ish. So I don't really drink anymore, but I was kind of teasing the idea of having a beer. I haven't had a beer in a long time, so I could maybe do that. But I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see while we're there. But I'll definitely catch up with everybody. That's one of the most fun things about these shows is, catching up with everybody in the hotel bar and just hanging out. Hello, G.I. Joe Bro. Nice to see you. Let's see. Chewing Bubblegum. In Revenge of Cobra, CC was eating without his mask, and Destro was disgusted when he saw it. Right. Yes, that is true. And although there's not anything explicitly stated about Cobra Commander being like a mutant, that is almost a hint at it, right? It's almost a hint at it. Comic Trope says any plans to meet anyone at the con. I'd like to see Ron Rudat. Ron Rudat is supposed to be there. And then, like, the usual suspects. I'd like to see Carson from 3D Joe's. I'd like to see, like, Dan Klingensmith is going to be there with his creating G.I. Joe books. And, like, just all the people that I used to hang out with that I haven't seen in a couple years or more. 106 degrees in Arizona, but it's a dry heat. That's really hot though. I have been to Arizona and it's hot. I'm looking forward to seeing people again. And while we're at it, good segue. Bob's Dungeon says, I quit drinking over 10 years ago, and not a day goes by when I'm not drunk enough for this. Yeah, I know that feeling. Here, let me show you something that I did in 2019. In 2019, I did this. I put this at my table. Bart says hottest I was ever in was 140. That's rather warm. I think you can cook an egg with that. I put this at my table. It's my JoeFest card 2019, and I just had everybody sign it. And I really liked this. I thought this was a lot of fun, and it's a great souvenir just of everybody I got to meet. So if you come to my table, I will have a card like this. Now this one is a trifold, so it's like got names all over it. So far, I haven't been able to find a trifold one of these yet, so it may just be like a one-sheet card. But either way, you'll have a card come to my table, sign my card. Yes, Bart signed the card. It's on there. Bart signed the card. There are probably several people on here that signed the card. So, find my booth. While we're at it, this is another good segue. Let me show you. I have a map of the floor, and I can show you where I'm going to be. So let me do that. Let me put the image on your screens like magic. All right, I gotta expand this, but check this out. So here's the floor, and I'm not 100% sure where the entrance is. I think these are the entrances, maybe, but there are also these that look like doors, and like this is a stairwell here. But the circle right there, that's me. So if you find Artist Alley, and then like go around the tables that are like right in front of it there, that's me. So that's where you can find me. Vitris says, please be careful when flying. Airlines are canceling and disrupting people left and right. Yeah, I'm actually not flying. I'm driving. But it's good advice. I have a lot of stuff I have to take with me for the table, so unfortunately it is impractical to fly. I wish I could fly. I wish I had the power of flight. I wish just in general that I could fly. So while we're pondering, which superpower is best, Yeah, back row, front door is the opposite. That's what this looked like. Yeah, I think that's right. So basically, if you go in like this door and go straight back, and I'm right there. I'm pretty happy with that location. I was concerned that they were gonna like put me over here. Like, I don't. You can't see my mouse cursor. Why am I? I was concerned they were gonna put me in the artist alley, like the area that's marked that. Um, and I didn't feel like I would fit in there. So I'm pretty happy with where I am. Yeah, that's either a bathroom or an exit. Either way, it's handy. It's either way that's convenient. By the way, like at my table in 2019, I had a stand-up sign, like a vertical sign. I cannot find that sign. I cannot find it. So apparently I won't have the vertical sign this year. Well, I'm very disappointed because I liked that sign. I liked it. I just don't know where it is. Let's see. Figure Six Pass says, any news on the G.I. Joe movie airing? No, not that I know of. Comic Trope says, maybe you should fill the toilets up with HCC business cards since you're so close to them. That is a great way to advertise, and there's no such thing as bad publicity. So, there you go. There you go. So anyway, so that's that. I just wanted you guys to see, get an idea of where I am. And let me switch that back to the other image. And there we go. There we go. All right, cool. Anyway, so JoeFest is coming up. Thank you, Vitris. That is very nice. Thank you very much. Hello, Gen 1. Nice to see you. Gen 1 is Red Alert is going to be there. Cool. Make sure you find me. First of all, make sure you find my table. Come and sign my card, right? You can look at my scribbles and see if you want a sketch or something. But also, you know what? When the show is over, don't go home. Don't go home. Find out where everybody's gonna meet and hang out. There's a hotel that is associated with the con. Those hotels usually have a bar. Go to the hotel bar and just come and hang out. Just come and talk. Just talk to me. Just say hello. I will be more than happy. I'll be thrilled to. Thank you. That's Vitris. Thanks for bringing that up. The 30th anniversary. Yes, Bart. I absolutely. Hold on. Yes, Bart. I would sketch you nude like Titanic. I'll draw you like one of my French girls. The 35th anniversary of the G.I. Joe animated movie is coming up. There's a Fathom event. It's at the Regal Theater in Augusta. I have a ticket. It's for Thursday at 7 o'clock local time. In theory, I should be there well in advance of that, and I should be able to make it to the movie. So, Bart says hotel bar there is small, gets packed. There's a ton of places to walk to, so that's cool. So yeah, maybe we can migrate. We'll see. We'll go with the flow. We will go with the flow. So if you're in Augusta, if you're at JoeFest, if you're there on Thursday evening, and you would like to hang out and you would like to see the G.I. Joe animated movie. I'm not a huge fan of the animated movie, but I am a fan of hanging out with G.I. Joe fans. So if you'd like to go to the movie, hang out with me and watch the 1987 movie, that would be cool. That would be fun. Dave says, are you going to do a live at the convention? I thought about that, and I might. I think it depends on how well their Wi-Fi does. If their internet connection is good enough, I'd kind of like to do that. I think that would be fun. So we'll see how the internet holds up. If the internet's good, I might look for a time to, hop on and do a live thing. That movie will sell out at Joe convention. Actually, like they almost have sold out. I wasn't sure if I could get a ticket. I think there are a few seats left. So if you would like, you do need to get tickets in advance. Christian says, I assume Larry will be at JoeFest. Anyone know what he will be up to? Larry will not be at JoeFest. Larry already had another convention booked, and so he will not be there. It's a scheduling thing. It happens. The same thing happened with Sergeant Slaughter. They had Sergeant Slaughter on the list, but he was double booked. Sergeant Slaughter is actually going to be in Oklahoma City. And I'm in Oklahoma, and I could totally see him if I wasn't going to JoeFest, but I am, so I won't be here. So if you want to see Sergeant Slaughter, just come to Oklahoma City, and you can see him there. Curtis says, I missed you, brother. Detroit salutes you. Hello, Detroit from the United States. I salute you right back. And thanks. Thank you very much, Curtis. It's really nice to see you here. Heroes Con, that's the one. Huge comic convention that same weekend. Larry is there. That's correct. Comic Tropes is correct. Oh yes, and Comic Tropes mentions that he met Sergeant Slaughter last weekend, and yes, he's a big fella. He's a big fella. But Sergeant Slaughter in person is the nicest guy. He is so nice. He's nice to hang around with. Going to these shows, that is a business for him, so he does charge for autographs. Thank you, Dave E., for the super chat. How is the hotel bar? I like to buy you a beer. I don't know is the answer to that. Last time I was in JoeFest, it was in a different venue, so I don't know. Bart says the hotel bar is small and it gets crowded. So we may migrate. We may find like a different spot. I don't know, but we will see. We will see. Olaf704 says, looking forward to meeting everyone at JoeFest. Looking forward to meeting you too. And there's JLS Comics, another guy with a really great YouTube channel. Nice to see you there, sir. Thank you for being here. So yes, we're gonna have a busy weekend. I am going to be exhausted, but it'll be fun. It'll be fun. I've been waiting for this. I've been really looking forward to this. The travel issues that were caused by the pandemic, that really was not fun. And I'm ready. I'm ready to see people again. I miss you guys. Eric is right. See, JoeFest, G.I. Joe, the movie, Multi-City Tour 2002. Sell out every theater. Let's see, Hasbro needs to contact me. I'll go on tour. Hasbro, give me a call. You know? Why haven't you given me a call? Tell you, I will go on the Joe tour. You know? Just not next month because it's Cobra Convergence, and I'm going to be really busy. That's another thing. Next month is Cobra Convergence. Have you heard about that? It's this little thing that we put on. I believe, let's see, July 1st, hold on a second. Show prep. That's what I need to do. Show prep. There is a calendar on HCC788.com. Oh, thank you, Ryan Sweeney, for your trip. Have fun, Hoodie Coco. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I think I will have fun, and thank you, Ryan. Hello, Michael Buck. Michael says he'll be there. Bring a few goodies for trade. I've been told by the organizers that there will be a trade night. I think that is correct. That yes. There is a calendar for Cobra Convergence on HCC788.com. July 1st is Sergeant Slaughter's Slaughterhouse. You will want to tune in for that one. There's some nice surprises. And by the way, Sergeant Slaughter's Slaughterhouse, they have a pretty nice show. I like their show. I've been on a couple times. It's a pretty fun show. Comic Trope says, I hope you can find some Cyber Vipers at JoeFest. You know, I actually don't have the Cyber Viper. And the Cyber Viper is surprisingly difficult to find. Let's see. Bart says, Hoodie, there's a river out back and a walkway. There is a tiny amphitheater out there on the other end of the convention hall. I've sat out there smoking cigars and drinking with some friends. That sounds really nice. I am actually bringing some cigars, so I might join. See, this is the kind of thing that you can't do virtually. You know, I understand. Like, we had a public health crisis, and it was very important. But you know, it forced us all apart, and it forced us to stay home. And you can't have a cigar with a friend from home, not really. Thank you, Dave. It says, then I'm bringing my own aged rum from Puerto Rico. Hello, aged rum from Puerto Rico from the United States. Yeah, that sounds. Yeah, I think you'll be very popular. I think you'll fit right in. You'll fit right in. What do you think of the codename Wastelander? That's interesting. It's like there's a mysterious air to it. It feels like something out of like a post-apocalyptic story. You know what I'm saying? That's what it feels like. Yojo said, did Timmer have a review today? Timmer did a video today on it's more names that Hasbro used, more G.I. Joe names that Hasbro used for other toy lines. So you know that Hasbro likes to recycle names. Hasbro is nothing if not frugal. Eric says, if you come to Tampa, Florida, I gotcha. Unlimited Cuban sandwiches, deviled crabs, and cigar. That sounds great. I haven't been to Florida in quite some time, in a few years. I like Florida. I don't have a problem with Florida. I could go to Florida. I like to travel. I've actually done a fair amount of travel. I did a northeastern trip in November. I did a partial Route 66 trip earlier this month. I'm doing this trip to Georgia this month. That's actually a fair amount of travel for the year, but I would travel more if I could. I love to travel. Plus, my kid is going with me, and I get to spend extra time with her. That's fun. I enjoy that very much. Bart says, I'm 1/4 Puerto Rican. Bring me food. All right, we'll see what we can do. Let's see. Michael says, bringing a complete steel brigade with order form. Cool. Both types of weapons and backpack for trade, as well as a box for the Toxo lab, in case anyone is interested. That's actually pretty good stuff. That's all pretty good stuff. I also don't have the Toxo Lab, even though I don't typically. Copyright recycling, exactly. Come to Florida, we have Zartan's Lair. Yeah, yeah. I don't normally collect boxes, but like that does remind me that I don't have the Toxo Lab. I've been close to pulling the trigger on the Toxo Lab several times, but it's expensive and it's weird, and like, that's a tough one for me. Chad says, is JoeCon in Chattanooga really gone for good? I think so, Chad. You're talking about the official G.I. Joe convention that was licensed by Hasbro. It doesn't seem to be coming back. I would love for them to bring it back. I think that there would be interest in not just JoeCon, but BotCon. There's got to be a lot of people that want BotCon back. So I wish they would, but it doesn't seem like they're going to. At least that's the impression that I got. For the uninitiated, the final JoeCon, the official JoeCon, the final one was in Chattanooga, Tennessee in 2018. I was there. I got some videos of it. You should look at my videos of it. I did try to chronicle that one. I did try to get some footage of that. That's right. Scarlett is from Atlanta. Atlanta is just, a short-ish distance from Augusta. I don't think I'm going to be able to like get out of Augusta for any excursions this time. Last time I was there, we went to Savannah, and Savannah was nice. That was kind of cool. But I just don't think there's going to be time this time to do that. It's going to be hopping. We're going to be busy. But it's going to be a good kind of busy. Oh yeah, Chad's in Chattanooga, missed out on. Yeah, that's really, it's really unfortunate because JoeCon had a long and storied history, and there was a community. There was a community at JoeCon that would get together every year, and it was like a big family reunion. And that's why I think that something like JoeFest is important, so that we can still have that family reunion. We can still get together and see each other. So I'm glad we have that. I really am. But yeah, I do miss the official JoeCons. That is something that I get very nostalgic over it. I really do. Jumpin' General says, someone bring Kevin to JoeFest. We miss Form BX257. Absolutely. Absolutely. I every once in a while somebody asks me about Kevin, and I still haven't heard anything from him. I did try to reach out to him. I didn't hear anything back. I hope he's okay. I assume he's okay. I'm sure he just has other things going on in his life. But Kevin is the nicest guy. He's just a really sweet person, and he's really the grandfather of G.I. Joe on YouTube. He wasn't maybe necessarily the first one to do it, but he was one of the very early channels that was really committed and dedicated to G.I. Joe exclusively. And a lot of people were inspired by Kevin. I was. He kind of faded out there. He did it. He had a comeback, but then he went quiet again. And I just assume he has other things going on. And but I hope he's well. I really do. I really do. Dave says, I love Savannah. Used to live there back in 2008. I'm actually heading there in on July 1st for my birthday. Well, happy early birthday, Dave, and have a nice time in Savannah. It's a nice town. It's a fun town. It's got a lot of personality. Plus, that's where Forrest reconnected with Jenny. So a lot of history there. Bart says Form BX257 is MIA. Rally the troops, fire up the Sky Strikers, let's go find him. That would be... First of all, that totally would fit with the animated series, because in the animated series, G.I. Joe could jump in a Sky Striker and be like across the continent in what seems like a couple minutes, right? So we could definitely fly a Sky Striker to Canada. So, but just imagine, like, Kevin's doing his own thing, gardening maybe, trimming some hedges or what have you, and here comes a Sky Striker with, I don't know, a couple dozen G.I. Joe fans parachuting in just to say, hey, Kevin, how you been? Comic Trope says, bring any peanuts for your Pepsis. Now, that's kind of an old thing. A long time ago, I like on the show, I would put peanuts in my Pepsi. It's an old thing that I've done since I was a kid. I haven't done that in quite a while, and the reason is, like, have peanuts gotten expensive? Because, like, when I pass by the peanuts on the snack aisle, I'm like, yeah, I'd like some peanuts, but not that much. It's like, are they made out of gold now? Anyway, at least where I am, it seems like peanuts have gotten, like, it's like the price of gas. It just keeps going up. But yeah, that is a thing that I do. It's something that I've done ever since I was a kid, is like peanuts and Pepsi. It's a thing. I do still like it. I just haven't done it for a while. I was going to show one thing from JoeFest 2019. Just a little throwback. This is an exclusive. Let me sneak it out of here. From JoeFest in 2019. It was given to me. Because I don't usually pick up exclusives. It's just not usually what I'm there for. Although, this year, Roma Collectibles, man, I'm having a hard time speaking. Roma Collectibles will have an exclusive, what's that? That news reporter from the animated series, that guy. I'm blanking. But anyway, that one kind of looked cool, and I kind of wanted to get it, but it's a very limited run. And I feel like if I got one, like I would be taking it from somebody else who might really want it, and I'm not someone who normally does exclusives anyway, so do I really need it? I want it. I do. Yeah, Hector, what's his name? I don't know why, like, my brain is blanking. But anyway, I do have, Hector Ramirez. Thank you very much. That's a brain fart, but thank you. I do have an exclusive from JoeFest 2019. See, you guys know. I don't see this. This is why I don't have to remember anything. You guys remember things for me. That way, as I age and I get the old timers disease and I start forgetting things, I don't have to worry. All I have to do is jump on a live stream. And you guys will remember everything for me. Thank you. Anyway, so I do have a JoeFest 2019 exclusive, and it is this. It is the Unmasked Snake Eyes from Scorched Earth Creations, and I did a review on this figure. It is a really interesting figure. That is a new head sculpt, and he's got like the mangled face. It's just a really nice head sculpt, really well painted. And that's really cool. And he's got the scars that sort of mirror the scars that were shown in the comic book series. So yeah, I did want to show you this because this is one of the very rare and very few exclusives that I actually have. I also have Sightline, like the Joe Declassified Sightline. I should have got that one out. But now we're talking about JoeFest this time. This is a JoeFest exclusive. I just really like this figure. I just think it was a really nicely done one. I think they made 100 of these, and it was in the poly bag. I did save the poly bag, but I did have to open it. I had to open it so I could do the review. But it came with an alternate head, so it had it had the masked Snake Eyes head, so it had that, and then it had accessories, and it had your Snake Eyes accessories. Helps if I turn it to the camera. It had your Snake Eyes accessories. It had a black Timberwolf, and it had a file card. So this is a pretty complete figure. I know there will be some exclusives there. I probably won't get any. I'll tell you what, I am actually not bringing any cash for the dealer floor. I'm bringing none. If I sell some sketches, that is the cash I'm using for the dealer floor. And that's not to say, hey, you have to come buy sketches. I'm not putting the hard sell on you. If I don't have enough cash to buy anything, I'm fine. That's okay. I don't go to these shows for the stuff. The stuff is nice. Yes, Matthew LaCroix, Master of Painting. Yes, he did. Matthew LaCroix also did a Cobra Commander, like a snake Cobra Commander. That people really liked that as well. So really good work, really good work. Um, yeah, Snake Eyes looks like a blonde supermodel or Brad Pitt, except he can't speak. Exactly. Oh, thank you, Dave. Did Matt LaCroix paint the Snake Eyes figure? Yes, I believe that was. I think he did the paint as well. I'm almost sure that he did the paint as well. And it's a really nice paint job. It's got like a wash on there to bring out the details in the face, and there are a lot of details in the face because it is like it's the scarred face. So yeah. Bart says I'll sell my hoodie Titanic sketch and donate the proceeds to Hoodie's Toy Fund. That's great. See, we're working as a team already. But yeah, so I am going there to see people, to meet people, to talk to people. That is my purpose for being there. Anything else is just a bonus, right? So, like, if I sell some sketches, if I have a few bucks to take around the dealer floor, that's a bonus. But my main purpose is to be there and see you guys. So, if you are anywhere in the vicinity of Augusta, Georgia, this coming weekend, I hope you'll come by and just say hi. Last time we did that in 2019, we had a lot of people come by, and it was just so fun. I really enjoy it. This work of doing videos and stuff can be very solitary, because the actual creation of the video is just you're behind a camera, usually in a room by yourself. And then you get the video and then you edit it. You edit the video in a room by yourself. So, like, having the connection with comments and stuff like that, that's great. The internet has been really great at giving people opportunities to come together. But I miss the personal, face-to-face connection, and that's really my purpose for going there. Oh, thank you, Josiah. 10-minute warning. Yes. And I will be stopping at 8 o'clock by my clock because I've got to finish packing, and I've got to sleep, because first thing in the morning, we are leaving out. We're headed to Georgia. So, any last minute stuff, this is my last chance to do it. There's no time to do it tomorrow. So, I will be wrapping this in 10 minutes. So, thank you, Josiah. Thanks for the 10-minute warning. Usually in football, I give you a 2-minute warning. A 10-minute warning's even better. It's like 5 times better. It's 5 times better than a 2-minute warning. Yeah, Woodman. Yeah, you see what I mean. It's making videos can be solitary, and you want the videos to be seen. You want to make a connection with people, and videos can do that. But it's at arm's length until you can actually meet somebody face to face. And I've been very fortunate to meet a lot of you folks face to face, to meet people, to be friends with people, and that is. That's something that I've gotten out of this project that I really didn't expect. Sparkster says, me and Woodman, boy, is that ever the truth. Video making is a lonely job. Yes. So if you're somebody who wants connection with other people, you have to take the extra step. And you have to look for the opportunities to do that. So this is one of those opportunities, and I'm really excited about it. I really am. Excited, nervous. I'm always nervous before I travel. There are a million things that can go wrong on a road trip, but mostly I'm just excited and I'm looking forward to it. Bart's, let's see, Lobo 2 says Joburg floated their flag. It was awesome. Yeah, that was remarkable, wasn't it? Hoodie gets pulled over and tells the cop, do you know who I am? I think that would work. Maybe. Video making and editing sounds like an introvert's dream. Yes, and like I am naturally introverted. I'm a very introverted person. I'm an introverted person, but who like still needs some kind of creative expression. Like that's vital. And so this is one of the ways that I do that. But sitting behind a camera and sitting in front of a laptop editing, that doesn't get me out of the shell. It doesn't get me out. It doesn't help. Help the socialization that is very important, and that I can neglect sometimes. I can neglect that. See, Captain Gridiron in the fridge would only give you a 2-minute warning. See, they didn't give you a 2-minute warning, but we got a 10-minute warning tonight. Oh, and now we're down to 7 minutes. Down to 7 minutes. I would love to go later tonight, but I've got so much to do. It's all of the last minute stuff has got to be done between the end of this live stream and when we turn it off for the night and when we go to bed. So yeah, we've got to wrap it up. We've got to get it done, but it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth it. Bob's Dungeons. Have you seen Wayne's World with T-1000? Have you seen this boy? Yeah, that's a joke in that movie that is really funny. And I think everyone at the time would have been very familiar with, Terminator 2. But like somebody watching it now who hadn't seen Terminator 2, like it would be a very bizarre joke. On the other hand, if you haven't seen Terminator 2, why have you not seen Terminator 2? Watch the theatrical cut. Don't watch the director's cut. The director's cut adds some scenes that are really not necessary. But go get yourself Terminator 2 theatrical cut. Why are you watching this? Go watch Terminator 2. Come on. What year is it? 2022 and you haven't seen Terminator 2? The nuclear bombs could have dropped by now. We could have had Judgment Day by now. And you'd have no idea that it's coming. So, just go watch your Terminator 2. I don't know how I got off on that tangent. I don't know. It's been a crazy day. It's been a crazy week. But it's about to wrap up. We're about to hit the road. We're going to the JoeFest. It's going to be good. Gil says, I was supposed to go to JoeFest, but my hotel mate pulled out. Not worth it. I'm sorry about that, Gil. It's too bad. Hopefully at some point you can make it, and I'd love to see you. I'd love to hang out. Sorry about that, yeah. If you haven't seen Terminator 2, you haven't seen the Terminator. Yeah, that's true. No, I don't want to go too far down that rabbit hole, but like the first Terminator movie, it's a good movie, it's fine. But Terminator 2 is like turned up to 1,000. I guess no pun intended, but it's on a much grander scale. It's good. And I think the movie pretty much holds up now. I still think you can watch the movie and get immersed with it. I think it holds up remarkably well. Eric says, I stayed after school and walked home to see Terminator. See, you know what your priorities are. Yeah, absolutely. Bob's Dungeon says, sorry about that. I don't know what you're sorry about, but that's fine. It's cool. I didn't even see what you're sorry about. So, hey, no, yeah. LJ says, enjoy the fest. I'm going to try to. I'm going to do my best. I think we'll enjoy it. I think we'll have a good time. Be aware, though, that at some point in the evenings, I'm going to get really tired. And my instinct will be to just keep going, but I will have to get some rest at some point. But I'm going to hang out with you guys as much as I possibly can. Thane says stop at T2. I also agree with that. You watch the Terminator, the first one, to get context. watch Terminator 2, and after that, they probably didn't even make any Terminator movies, so don't bother looking that up. But yeah, oh no, Bob says, sorry for getting things off track. Don't apologize for that. No, that's what people tune in for. People tune in for G.I. Joe, for random topics, and for talk about the weather. So those are the main things that people show up for. So, you're just helping out. You're just helping out. Drew says, I'll say hey if I see. Yeah, I hope you will. I hope you will. We'll get together. It'll be a good time. Come and see me at the table. I will try to break free of the table from time to time so I can make my rounds and go see everybody. There are other people with tables and booths there that I would like to go see also, so I'm gonna try to get out on the floor, but I'll be at the table most of the time. So yeah, come on. Bart says, if you see me naked lying across Hoodie's table, I'm just getting a sketch. So yeah, it's sign my JoeFest card and sign Bart. I'll have Sharpies there. You can sign Bart as well. But anyway, guys, we are at that time. We are at that time. It is time to wrap up. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all your support. Thank you to everyone who contributed to the GoFundMe to get me to JoeFest. That means so much to me, more than I can tell you. It really, more than I can say. I don't have words to adequately express it. So thank you. I hope to see a lot of you there. If I don't see you there, I'm still thinking about you. Thanks very much. But it is time to wrap up. It is time to wrap up. I will say goodnight. So good night, everybody. I will see some of you this weekend, and we'll hang out. I'm serious. If you go to JoeFest, find me. We will hang out. We will talk. Just come find me, and I'll see you there. So good night, everybody, and I will see you soon at JoeFest. See you, everybody. Good night.